We're so close, it's incredible. It's a dance party in the plaza. All right, I gotta stop freaking out so that I can fill you in on how to get the update early. Do you want to play 2.0? Like ASAP? Do you want to play 2.0 the night before? Do you want to play 2.0 before your friends get 2.0? I'm gonna help you out and fill you in on when you can play 2.0 early and when you have to wait for Happy Home Paradise. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. This is the moment. It's nearly here, and I'm gonna make it come even quicker. So your countdown is gonna speed up thanks to this video. Make sure to smash the like button if you're excited to play it earlier, and let me know in the comments down below if you're going to do this. All right, the update drops November 5th, right? So that means you gotta wait till midnight, turns till November 5th, or maybe you gotta wait till morning when your town wakes up. Wrong, you don't have to. Let me show you a magical little screen right here. Check this out, my friends. These are the times hey, move out the way. There we go. All right. These are the times the update will be available. November 5th, 10 a.m. Japan Standard Time. Now look at this and find your time zone. And this is when I'm gonna help you start playing, okay? That means that if you're Pacific time, 6 p.m. in the evening, that's for me. Mountain time is 7, Central is 8, Eastern is 9. Over there in the UK should be around 2 a.m. Central European should be about 3 a.m. and Australian will be 11 a.m. But how do you make this happen? How can we time travel without time traveling? Well, you're not going to time travel. You're going to do a little trick on your Switch that is easy and free and doesn't require anything crazy. You don't even have to create a new account. You don't have to mess up your Switch. You don't have to pay a penny. You don't have to do nothing. It's just going to be like this. You probably know how to time travel, right? So when you time travel, you scroll all the way down to your system and you go here to date and time, and then you turn off this synchronized clock via internet, and you can mess with whatever time you want. You can go to December, you can go to January, you can go to the year 2084. You can do whatever you want and the game will recognize and acknowledge it, okay? But once you turn synchronized clock on, then it takes you to your real time wherever you are. And this is the way that Nintendo will track the update. You have to synchronize the clock to get the update, and you have to be on the correct time. So how can I change the time if I'm not able to change the time? Well, here is the trick. It's time zone trickery. All right, for some reason this works, and it's consistently worked for every update that Animal Crossing has ever put out. Therefore, it will work for Animal Crossing Update 2.0, and you'll be able to play it based on your time zone at these times the evening of November 4th. This is my gift to you, my wonderful friends. So all you're gonna do is scroll down, all right? Your time zone might be, Honolulu if you live in the Hawaiian life. It might be Denver if you're up in the mountains. It might be Chicago if you live in the city. But you're gonna scroll all the way down here, and you're gonna find Tokyo, okay? Because Tokyo is Japan. And Japan is where Nintendo bases their updates off of Japanese Standard Time. And you can see that I am now almost a day further, like half a day and a half, 3/4 of a day further than I was before, right? It was sitting here at 2 p.m. on November 1st. You saw that, right? And now it's 6 a.m. on November 2nd. So I'm basically in the future, but I didn't time travel. It's because I'm synchronized the internet and I just changed the time zone. And then all you'll want to do is go and close out your game. All right, so you got to close out of your game and you're going to reload. Now I don't need a separate account. I don't need to time travel. Everything is kosher and good. I'm here and it thinks it's now 6 a.m. So when I load back into the game, it believes it's the next day. And Nintendo will say, oh, we need to push the update to your system. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna go here and you can keep opening and closing the game, all right? Because sometimes it just takes a while for it to register the update. Another thing you can do is check the software update, right? This is via hitting the plus button on your controller over Animal Crossing, software update via the internet, and it'll check. It'll check for updates. Now, sometimes it takes a couple minutes for this to push across the world. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes for your console to recognize it's ready. Don't be afraid to click this 5, 10 times. You might have to do that. It might be, 2 minutes after the posted time, 4 minutes, maybe even be 6 minutes. But once you load back in, it will not think you time traveled. It will instead just recognize that you're at a new time, and it will give you the update so that you can play on Thursday evening instead of on Friday morning. And so if you were planning on getting up early Friday and getting ready Friday, you don't have to anymore. Now you can start your journey Thursday evening. And I got a full video already up about the 10 things to do first. And I got a video about how to prepare for the update. So if you need any last minute tips or advice, get after it. I'll put those links in the description down below and we can get started right away. You might want to kick in that night owl ordinance. In fact, that's one of my first recommendations when you get the update, because if you are going to be playing at night at one of these times here, your villagers and your shops are going to close soon. They're going to go to sleep soon, and you're not going to be able to access all the awesome features. So I recommend activating that night owl ordinance as soon as possible. Now that's for 2.0 and all the fun in store there, which is frankly so much. It's overwhelming. And all the items are not locked at all in Happy Home Paradise. You can get every item in the wonderful 2.0. My island looks absolutely amazing at this time of day with that beautiful green sky first thing in the morning. I never play this early because I'm not up at 6 a.m. playing Animal Crossing until this week. Anyhow, I want to talk to you now about Happy Home Paradise. I have Happy Home Paradise, but it doesn't show up on my main menu. So how do I get to Happy Home Paradise? Well, Happy Home Paradise is going to be accessed via Dodo Airlines, but it is my belief, based on all past Switch releases, that Happy Home Paradise will not be ready at the times I've discussed all video. 2.0 will happen first, but I don't think Happy Home Paradise will unlock. Now, the fact that 2.0 is tied so heavily to Happy Home Paradise, perhaps they will, and you can try right away. You're going to go over to Dodo Airlines and you're going to say, yo, what's up, Orville? Am I able to go to work? Remember from the Animal Crossing Direct, if you go to I Want to Fly, it should give you an option that I want to go to work, and then you will be able to fly the archipelago. But if it's not there, don't panic. Even if you've purchased Happy Home Paradise, it probably just isn't ready to unlock yet. Now, for digital only stuff, oftentimes it's not released till 9 a.m. Pacific the morning of. Sometimes though, Nintendo titles are released at midnight Eastern the night of. So when Happy Home Paradise comes out, your guess is as good as mine. There's a chance they make an exception, and there's a chance that they decide they're gonna just pop it out with 2.0. But my better bet is that it does come out more along the lines of midnight Eastern time. I would imagine that's when it's going to come out, and no amount of time travel trickery or time zone shifting would affect that. It would be midnight Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Pacific. So about 3 hours after this 2.0 drop is accessible. If it's not at midnight, don't panic. I then would expect it to come out around 9 a.m. the next morning, or I suppose they could do midnight Pacific time, which would be 3 a.m. Eastern. So basically, it looks like this. You're probably going to have the DLC accessible at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Happy Home Paradise probably at midnight Eastern, 3 hours later. If not, check back 3 more hours later, and if not, check back at noon Eastern. I know it's a lot of times, but basically think of it like this: 9 p.m., midnight, 3 a.m., noon. That's when you're going to check, and Happy Home Paradise should just naturally unlock. Now, you might have to close out of the game and reopen it in order to access and kind of convert it over. I'm not sure. Sometimes we get these like 1.11.1a updates. It would be very odd for Nintendo to do an A so soon after 2.0, so I think it'll probably just be up early with 2.0 or somehow unlock as we're playing. I don't think there'll be a separate update 3 hours later, but if Happy Home Paradise isn't accessible right off the bat, don't freak out. Don't go try and rebuy it. Don't think you messed up. I know there's been so much confusion around how you get this thing. Right now, it really seems like if you have one Switch, one island, and a bunch of people that play on that same island, it really seems like you only need one copy of the DLC, and everybody should be able to enjoy their own archipelago off of one purchase. One island with a bunch of users only needs one DLC. Now, if you have multiple islands, multiple DLC is how I think it's going to go, or the family plan. If you have that, that should just cover everybody, whether they have their own island or shared an island. But that's an update from what I initially thought and what it seemed like Nintendo was kind of hinting at. It does seem like they'll be a little bit more workable and a little more flexible. But the big news is you can play this early, and I hope you're able to take advantage of this. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you'll be in on 2.0 with me. I'll have tons of content up that night, and of course, all weekend long. It is going to be a party, and we should enjoy it. So get ready, make your favorite snacks, call your favorite friends, wear your coolest Animal Crossing clothes, and let's have an absolutely magical 2.0 launch night on Thursday, because that is when it's going to happen. I'm going to party like Pave because we get to play early, and now you know how. So thanks so much, everybody. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you're able to do this, if you figured it out. If you have any questions, you can always ask me on Twitter. You can DM me there. I'll try to help you out. I've tried to be a resource for anybody that's got DLC questions, purchasing questions, Happy Home questions, 2.0 questions, and now update questions. I got you. I love you guys. I want this to be fun for everyone. So make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. Hit that like button on your way out. And until next time, my friends, when we'll probably be playing 2.0. It's finally here. Oh my gosh, we did it. And so did this game. So let's just rejoice and partay, baby. I love you guys so much. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.